In the past few years, the Nigerian Army has witnessed incidents of suicides and fratricidal killings among troops deployed in the Northeast, where the military is involved in a decade-long campaign against Boko Haram and a splinter group, the Islamic State West Africa Province. Multiple underlying factors mutually reinforcing each other or acting independently are responsible for this dangerous trend of suicide and fratricide. These factors include mental stress and low morale associated with prolonged combat deployment caused by limited boots to support short duty tours and rotation of troops in the theater, drug abuse, and traumatic combat experience. These are amplified by limited psychosocial support, poor service conditions, as well as insufficient equipment and training. The list of incidents goes back to at least 2017. In November that year, an intoxicated senior non-commissioned officer deployed in Chibok shot an officer dead and then killed himself. The headquarters of the 28th Task Force Brigade, Nigerian Army, subsequently instituted a board of inquiry. In June 2018, a Nigerian Army captain shot himself and died of his injuries. The incident occurred at the 7th Division Medical Center in Maiduguri. In January this year, an officer on official break for medical treatment went on rampage, stabbing at least 2 people dead and wounding several others. Olodi Blessed, a private from the 401 Engineer Construction Regiment in Osun State, killed a neighbor and a fellow soldier when he suddenly unleashed violence at the barracks on January the 2nd. His wife and 4 others, including a lance corporal, were wounded in the attack. In February, a corporal allegedly killed a mobile police officer following an altercation at the Makara area of Goza in Borno State. That same month, a soldier serving at the Army Super Camp 15, located at Malam Fatori, killed himself after killing 4 of his colleagues and injuring 2 others. On July 29th, the adjutant of the 202 Tank Battalion in Bama was shot and killed by a soldier in his unit. According to media reports, the incident happened shortly after troops returned to their base. The soldier fired 8 rounds at the officer at close range, killing him on the spot. In September, a lance corporal attached to the 27th Task Force Brigade in Bununyadi, Gujba local government area of Yobe State committed suicide at his duty post. Recognizing the psychosocial problems among troops fighting Boko Haram is vital for addressing underlying causes and developing remedial measures to prevent suicide and fratricide incidents. While training and stress management techniques are significant parts of curbing the crisis, improving rotation and providing regular sabbaticals to troops are also critical. The provision of adequate psychosocial support and an improved support system for troops on the front line are important for enhancing morale. This can include providing sports facilities, social engagement, and communication systems to support interaction with loved ones at home. Drastically reducing combat casualties from ambush and IED attacks is fundamental to reducing the traumatic experiences on the front line. Also, there should be outlets for airing grievances between commanding officers and junior officers in order to avoid embarrassing situations that involve the loss of life. These grievances should be addressed in a timely manner. Lastly, the frequency of fratricides in the military is an indictment on the recruitment process of the Army. Norms such as endurance and loyalty can be taught to officers during training, but if the trained officer is lacking in these departments, his training will be out of the window when he is at his wit's end. Recruitment officials must make it a point of duty to subject new recruits to endurance and character tests and emphasize mental fortitude.